There's a bill that has been passed in the Kenyan parliament that says you can now apply for citizenship in Kenya if you claim, or rather if you have a Kenyan ancestry. Yeah. Shalom blacks, shalom Africans, shalom fellow brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. I greet you all. I hope you're doing fine where you are, and if you ain't doing fine, please do fine where you are. You know, it's always good to be so fine, yeah? So today I have some good news. I have some good news for our African Americans and our African diaspora, the brothers and the sisters, the mothers and the fathers. Here is some good news for you. If you can prove you have a Kenyan ancestry, you can become a Kenyan citizen. What a nice thing. What a nice way to call back the community. And this has been, it has been a bill that has been passed. And here is what I have to show you, you know. This is an amazing thing. It reminds me of Ghana. So let's read what they got to say. Bill. Africans with Kenyan ancestry can now become citizens. Africans in the diaspora who claim Kenyan descent by ancestry will be allowed to apply for citizenship if a new bill before the National Assembly is passed. The Kenyan Citizenship and Immigration Amendment Bill 2024, sponsored by Suba South MP Carolee Omondi, seeks to enable Africans in the diaspora but with Kenyan roots to acquire citizenship through an expedited process. Yep. What a nice thing. What a nice move. Apart from acquisition of citizenship by birth, registration and naturalization, as currently provided in law, the bill seeks to introduce the fourth category of acquisition of citizenship by ancestry. Despite provision of Section 7, a person born outside Kenya who claims Kenyan descent by ancestry may apply for citizenship subject to providing proof that the person has not been convicted of a criminal offense and has been sentenced to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months. The bill reads, before determining the ancestry of persons eligible to apply for Kenyan citizenship, a genetic genealogy will be conducted by Kenyan authorities to determine the ancestry of the individuals. This is amazing. I don't know what I don't know what inspired these guys. Is it not the dollars that the African Americans are coming with? Because this is Africa. If it's not about the dollars, then someone else is gaining, you know? If it's not about the dollars, someone else is to gain. I don't know what inspired them. But I just like the idea. They are back to their minds that, oh, we have some brothers and sisters in the United States of America. Reminds me of Nana Akufo-Addo. He did the same thing, and the economy of Ghana really skyrocketed. I think Ruto has just watched his brother from Ghana, you know, explode, or rather explode his economy, and he wants to do the same, you know. Now, here's a further discussion about this topic. I want us to continue listening. Genetic genealogy is the use of DNA testing in combination with traditional genealogical and historical records. It involves the use of genealogical DNA together with documentary evidence and family history profiles to determine their biological relationship between or among individuals. Apart from genetic genealogy tests, such persons will also be required to meet other 4 conditions before citizenship is granted. According to the conditions set in the bill, a person will be required to prove reasonable financial resources as may be prescribed in the law. I told you. Let's move further. Before such a person is given citizenship, the bill requires that the individual provide proof of ability to make a substantial contribution to the development of the country and other related ventures. Wow. It's always about the money. It's always about the dollars. If you don't have the dollars, you perish. This is a funny thing. Another one is the person must also provide proof that he has not been convicted of a criminal offense and has been sentenced to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months, and provide proof of reasonable financial resources. The person who proposed this, Mr. Mondi, says the conditions have been placed in order to avoid opening a window to criminals to come into the country. You must demonstrate that you are able to support yourself and also provide proof that there is something you are going to add to our economy, Mr. Mondi said. Wow. He also pointed out that if the bill is passed, it will increase government streams of income, as individuals interested to live in Kenya will be making application, and those successful will also inject capital investment in the country's economy. The lawyer says the bill, if passed into law, will actualize the right to return, which is recognized under the principles of international law that form parts of the laws of Kenya. According to Article 13, Section 2 of the Constitution, it provides that Kenyan citizenship can be acquired by birth or registration. The Constitution further says that acquisition of citizenship by registration requires a person to have a resident in the country for a continuous period of 7 years. A person who has been lawfully resident in Kenya for a continuous period of at least 7 years and who satisfies the condition prescribed by an act of parliament may apply to be registered as a citizen, the Constitution says. The lawmaker argues that this provision is unfair to persons with Kenyan ancestry but whose parents were not Kenyan citizens, as they are also required to apply for citizenship by registration in the same manner as any other person with no links to Kenya. Kenya is seeking to become the second country in Africa after Ghana to introduce such a provision in their laws. Kenya is seeking to become the second country in Africa after Ghana to, The proposal, which has already been approved by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, is currently before the Budget and Appropriation Committee for the financial implication if implemented before formal introduction in the House. Yeah, it is my country, Kenya, and I see they see your dollars and they want you to come back home and spend your dollars. Yeah, there's in every dark cloud there's a silver lining. Yep. In every negative situation, you can always find something to hold on and something to say. At least I have gotten this, I got that, For the government to allow Black Americans to return, I applaud them. This is such a nice thing. It's a nice move, After Ghana, it's Kenya. After Kenya, we'll see more other countries opening their doors to the African Americans. And that is what we want. We want change, and change is now. So I'm going to end the video here. If you like what I do, kindly, you know what to do. Thank you for the 100K subs, and continue supporting me. Donate something on my Patreon. I'll surely appreciate, and see you in the next one. Thank you.